Have you ever noticed sometimes when you're watching videos, the videos that you think would have a lot of views have very little, and some of the videos that you'd never ever think would have so many views have a ton of views? And one of the reasons why they have this, and this is what I'm going to be going over today, is the thumbnails of videos, of the YouTube videos. If you don't have an engaging thumbnail, you will get very, very little views, no matter how great the content is, unless you get lucky. So I'm gonna show you today how to create thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails, and I'm gonna be sharing my screen with you. So let me get into that right now. So as you can see, so this is my YouTube page, and you can see these thumbnails, and this is pretty common with what the channels that are doing well are doing. They have these thumbnails where you have the picture, it's sort of highlighted, there's like an outline around it, then there are these different colors in the background, and then there's text. That does really, really well on YouTube. So if you see these, it took me a while to learn how to create these, and I did a bunch of YouTube searches, Google searches, and it was very difficult. The things that I was finding made it very difficult to do this. So what I did is, after a few days of searching, I figured out how to do this, and I'm going to share with you how to do it in the easiest way possible and the way that will be probably the fastest as well. So I use a tool called PicMonkey. So I'm going to go there right now. So PicMonkey is a tool. It isn't free. It costs, but it's very, very cheap, and I use it so much. I prefer it over Photoshop or any of these other tools that they have, because those other tools, Adobe Premiere and all these other ones, are very, very difficult to use. There's a very, very high learning curve on them. And instead of learning how to do that, just watch this video. It'll be probably 5 or 10 minutes. And when you actually do it, the first time may take you a little bit longer, but after you do it a few times, it should take you no more than a minute or two to create a thumbnail. So PicMonkey, I think it costs $111 a year. So it's, less than 10 bucks a month, but you have unlimited cloud storage, and I don't get paid from PicMonkey to share this with them. I've just tried out so many tools. I've used Canva, I used a bunch of different things, but PicMonkey has been the easiest for me. So with that said, let's get started. So first of all, when you get PicMonkey, so these are a few that I just created, and this was gonna be the thumbnail of the video that you're gonna see. This video, I already created the thumbnail first, so you will see that, but I'm gonna do a different one for this tutorial. So the first thing I do is I press Create New. Then what I do is it says blank canvas. Don't make the mistake of clicking on here. I've done that in the past. Don't do that. Just go on to blank canvas. So once you do that, depending on your internet connection, if your internet connection is decent, it'll go quickly. Sometimes it'll load if the connection is poor. So what they have are templates, which are really cool. So if you're selling stuff on Etsy, if you're doing stuff on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, they're just multiple different things. So I'll give you an example. So on Instagram, you can have an IGTV cover photo, Instagram carousel ad if you're advertising on Instagram, if you have a business page, an Instagram landscape, which is like a wider picture, an Instagram portrait, Instagram post, Instagram profile, Instagram stories. You see how they're all different sizes. And then Instagram story highlight cover. So they have a ton of different things that make it super easy to do. LinkedIn, Medium, Pinterest, Snapchat. I don't know anyone that really uses Snapchat. Well, I do. My nieces use it a bit, but besides that, I don't know too many people. Tumblr, Twitch, Twitter. So my point is there are a bunch of different things. So with this tutorial for the thumbnails, you go to YouTube, and then you go to the last one, YouTube thumbnail. So you press that. So you're gonna name it. So I'm gonna put thumbnail tutorial. Then you have a folder that you can save. So I created one called YouTube. You get unlimited cloud storage for the $111 that I told you about. Then I created something called thumbnails. So later, if I'm on another computer, if I'm on anything else, I can always get access to it, even on my phone. So I'll press create. It's gonna load eventually. So then you have this thing that pops up. The next thing you need to do is you need to add your image. So I'm gonna add an image. So I have, let me see which one. I think this is the one I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna try and make it sort of funny, at least to me anyways. So this is a barbershop. So let me move this to the side for now. So I have this barbershop. So I'm going to make the picture a little bit bigger to fit into the space. And I'm doing it by the corners. I can do it like this way, but if I do that, it makes the picture a little bit distorted. Some pictures it's fine, some it's not. So I'm gonna go back. So you see it's okay like this. So I'm clicking it and I'm moving it and I'm holding down my mouse pad. Okay, so I have this. So the next step after I have the picture there is I'm gonna go to this thing, the image, and I click on here. So then there are different colors. So I can make it whatever color I want. So I can do this color, this color. This color looks sort of cool. So I can do that. I can adjust it however I want to. So if I want to adjust it a bit more, so let's do it like that. So that's cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to graphics. See my mouse, I'm on graphics. I click on graphics. Then it says add your own. So I'm going to add my own. And you'll see what I'm doing with this in a sec. So once I go add my own, I'm going to go to Amit haircut. So this is definitely not how I look, but I was messing around with this pretty cool tool. It's called FaceApp. It's free. I think it's free. It used to be free, at least when I got it. And you can do a haircut. There's a filter where you just click a button, it gives you a haircut, and then the background. So all you do, so once you have this photo up, I don't want to have this background up because it doesn't blend in. So this is what's super easy. There's on your picture, there's remove background, and all I do is I click it and it's gone. So once I do that, I want to put like my photo sort of, I want to make it bigger. I want me to be bigger on it. So I'm there. Maybe I don't want to have my Under Armour up, so I can go like this. So I'm just dragging it. And then, so keep in mind when you're using this, if you ever like touch this photo, it's gonna give you the menu for that. So if I mess around with this, it's gonna mess around with the background rather than the photo that I meant to do. But to overcome that, all you have to do is click back to what you're doing. So I click on Amit's haircut, and then, so I want to have that cool line around me, the outline. So all I have to do is press effects, and then I can do outline, and then it can do whatever color you want. See, it did like a reddish, pinkish color. I can go to white. That's what most people are doing. And then when I do that, you have the option of making it thicker. So if you see what I'm doing, it's making it thicker. I don't want to do it. I think I like the default of 10. Some people do 12, but I think I like 10. 12 is good too. Whatever, I'll just leave it at 10. And then the intensity, it's at 85, but I can make the intensity of the outline more. I just leave it at the standard thing. You know, as I'm speaking to you, I think I prefer 12. It does look better. So then after I do that, all I have to do is click away. So now I want to add text. So I can just go to text. You see it's up there. Press text. Then I can do add text. Then it's going to give me different options for the different texts that are there. For this one, I think I'm going to use Arial Black. And if you don't know what text to use, you can just go online and just Google it. Best YouTube fonts or whatever you want to call, or trending YouTube fonts, or I mean, you guys know how to use Google. That's how you do it. League Spartan does well as well. That's why I use it sometimes. So Arial Black, I'm going to use. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to drag this a bit, and I can adjust this later. So I'm going to make the text white. So I clicked on this, and then I'm on white, and then I'm going to make the colors. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to type. So once I clicked it again, it got rid of the text, which is fine. And then I'm going to, so I typically do all caps for the text. So I'm going to do, how do you like my haircut? And then I can put a question mark. And then, so what I can do to make it look better is the outline, just like on the photo. So see, I'm on the text. I can go to effects, then I can go to outline. And so in this case, I want to make it bigger so I can see it better. So I can move this. And then let me do this. Okay, so now I go back. I think I like it with black. Maybe blue is better, red. You know, there's so many different options, and sometimes it's hard to decide, but let's see what we can do. I think I like the black, but we can make the black look even better. So then we can do what's called drop shadow. If I click it, you see how it sort of made a little shadow. Then there's another effect, so you could scroll back up. So I wouldn't do knockout. Knockout gets rid of the middle, so it's gone. I don't want that. Inner shadow makes it, sometimes it looks a little bit better. I don't know if you can notice. Look at it. I'm going to press it again. And that looks sort of cool. So I'm going to, let me see what I could do. Should I make it bigger? Yeah, I'm going to make it bigger. And then I'm going to put it here. And then maybe I go like this. Bring it down so they see that I'm at the barbershop. So that's it. So then the next thing, the only thing that I have to do, and if you ever mess up, you can undo here. It's on the bottom. So don't freak out in case you mess up. And you know what? I'm going to try and find a scissors emoji. Let's see if I can find that. Scissors emoji. I don't even know if that exists, but let's see if they have it. So let's see what they have. So this one looks sort of cool. Let's see. Let me go back. It always stinks when you do this live because you always end up messing up. So I'm going to see if I can save this. Save image as. Okay, so it's on my desktop. So then now I'm going to go back to my PicMonkey and I'm going to add. So I'm on graphics. I have to get rid of the text. I go to graphics and then I'm going to add my own. So I'm going to go to computer. I'm going to find my scissors and then I click on it. So now you see the scissors. I have to get rid of the background. So if you remember, I just wait for it to load up and it says remove background. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to load up and you'll be able to, it'll eventually load up. So there it is, it popped up. So maybe I'll outline it again. So maybe I'll go outline and maybe I put it in blue as well. I don't like blue. How about black? Black looks okay. And I can also turn it a bit. So with this, I can turn it a little bit and then let me move it a bit. I'm not feeling the black outline. Let's see what I can do. Maybe we get a different color. Yellow. No. Let's see what we got. The blue is okay. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. And you know what? I think I want it turned back. So I go like this. It says the degrees. So if I go to 0 degrees, there it is. And let us move it to the side and let's make it a bit smaller. And now I want to twist it a bit. Okay, and I can just move it down here. Cool. So I'm happy with that now. And then I'm done. So I'm gonna press download and I can save it as, I could even save it as a PDF. I don't want a PDF. So you can do high quality, you can do low, medium. I want high because the file isn't that big. I download it. So let's see. So I'm gonna save it. It's gonna be saved as thumbnail tutorial and I'm gonna pull that up so you can see it. So what do you think of that? It's pretty cool, right? You see the barbershop, you see me outlined, and you see the scissors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session and I hope it gave you some value. And if you need help, if you're doing this, because it sucks. I know when I do tutorials, sometimes when I'm on a program, maybe there's a thing missing or it's not showing up. If you need help, just message me on the bottom, comment, and I would be happy to help you because I don't want you to have to struggle trying to figure out how to do it because I already did that. So I figured I struggled enough for everyone and hopefully this helps, but do make sure that you do thumbnails because your videos will get much, much better engagement. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Love you all.